Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at why are they holding back. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to. So for pile number 1, we have Sodalite with the Tarot of the Divine. For pile number 2, we have the Fairy Crystal with the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And for pile number 3, we have Thunder Egg with the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose the Sodalite Crystal and the Tarot of the Divine, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at why are they holding back for the person on your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. Today we're just going to use tarot. So spirit guides of pile number 1, spirit guides of pile number 1. Why is the person on their mind holding back? Why is the person on their mind holding back? So we do have the 5 of Cups showing up first. Then we have the Emperor. Okay, then we have the 10 of Cups. So with these first 3 cards, I'm also feeling an energy of an insecurity within my solar plexus chakra. So I'm not sure if I'm feeling your energy or this person's energy. So if it is your energy, then I can take it as them holding back makes you sort of doubt the connection or doubt yourself or feel a little bit insecure, like, are they really that into me? Or if it is them, then maybe their insecurities are holding them back in this connection where this person kind of has certain beliefs about themselves that maybe kind of like self-sabotages the connection, or beliefs that hold them back from showing their love or believing that they're worthy of accepting the love. Whatever it is, it's having to do with the self-worth either on your end or their end. If it's on your end, it's like your reaction to them holding back. If it's on their end, it's probably part of the reason why they're holding back. So take it as it resonates. Maybe for some of you, it's both, okay? I believe that this person's past disappointments are holding them back with the 5 of Cups, are pulling them down to this lower vibration of, like kind of just being in this sad energy, right? And I think it is part of the reason why they're also self-sabotaging, I see here. Either past disappointments they've had in previous connections where maybe they're scared of being disappointed again. So that is part of the reason why they hold back in this connection. Or if you've had disappointments in your connection, maybe they're scared of getting disappointed again, and that kind of holds them back. I do believe that this person has something within their self-worth that also holds them back, like I said before, because now I'm clairvoyantly seeing somebody look at a beautiful, gorgeous diamond necklace, and it's behind glass, and it kind of feels like I would never be able to get that. So I feel like maybe sometimes this person feels like you're too good for them, or like sees you as a blessing, but then almost feels like you're out of reach, or they can't claim you because maybe some part of them doesn't deserve you or feels unworthy of you. And I think it has a lot to do with their self-talk with the King of Swords at the back of the deck, the way they speak to themselves, the way they think of themselves. I do think that this person has a lot of love for you and wants to be with you and show you that love with the 10 of Cups, but I think it's themselves that's holding them back, their own idea of self, their own perception of self. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It has nothing to do with you or the way you've treated this person, but I think this person sees you as a prize, sees you as a blessing to them, but then it's kind of like their own perception of self holds them back. So why are they holding back for pile number 1, please? The person on their mind. We have the 9 of Swords, and we have the Death card. And we have the Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I guess this person is kind of afraid of things ending between the two of you, or is afraid of maybe you leaving. Maybe there's a little bit of an abandonment wound here as well, because I feel like this person really wants to invest all their time and energy into this connection, but those what ifs kind of hold them back. Their fears of what could happen in the future hold them back. So, for instance, let's say you're in a situationship and this person does want to commit to you, does want to be in a committed relationship to you, but maybe they're scared that, they say that, okay, let's be together, let's make this official, but then you just leave them out of nowhere. It's kind of like a situation like that. Or let's say you are together and they want to take it to the next level by proposing or moving in with you, but then they feel like, what if I make this big commitment, invest time, money, my love into this, and then this person just decides to one day up and leave me? So I feel like they kind of let their past disappointments, if anybody else has left them or abandoned them, kind of get in between this connection, and it's an unconscious thing. But I feel like this person is aware that they are holding back when it comes to investing everything they have into this connection, because like I said, they want to do it, but I think their fears are holding them back where they don't end up doing it even though they want to. So I think with the Page of Swords, this person is trying to become curious about where this comes from, like why they're not investing everything they have into this connection, because they do want to. And I think they're trying to find a reason why. They're kind of just trying to think about this and change this about themselves, because I saw the angel number 555. So I think they are actively trying to work on this and change this thing about them. And, when those thoughts do come up of what if this happens, or what if this happens, or those fears, I think this person's trying to kind of like think in a different way, think in a more positive or loving way. And I think maybe that could change the energy around. So I do also think that this person maybe needs a little bit more time to kind of like get to know you more if you haven't been together for a long time. Because they do want a long-term commitment with you. I mean, we have the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands here, and they feel very emotionally connected to you, and they feel like, you two could have a very beautiful romance together and a very beautiful love story together. And I think even the way this person looks at you, like other people can see that this person's just in love with you. But I think their fears hold them back from truly expressing that and showing that to you and devoting themselves to you forever. Because I feel like this is the type of person that's a very sweet person, and they want to show all their love. They want to invest all their time and effort into one person. I feel like they're that type of person where if they commit to somebody, they want to be with that person forever, which is why I mentioned that word. Um, but again, it kind of feels like their own emotions, their own fears hold them back. And with the Ace of Cups, I feel like this person wants to pour into you. But maybe there's also a fear here of like, what if you don't feel the same way? What if they love you more than you love them? What if they're more invested in this than you are? And I think what Spirit is showing me is, when somebody doesn't reply to our text for maybe 10 minutes, and then we wait 10 minutes to not reply to their text because we don't want to seem like we're desperate or we like them more, or we're kind of like, yeah, desperate. So I feel like this person kind of tries to match your energy, tries to see how much you give to them so that they're not like over giving in a way, even though they want to. It's a weird energy, but it's not coming through as like petty mind games, but it's more so coming through as, I don't want you to see me as needy or clingy. It's not coming through as like I'm playing mind games, but I hope you get what I mean. We have the Eight of Wands. Because I'm getting here, if this person didn't match your energy and they just had to kind of be themselves in a situation, if you texted them, they'd reply within 1 minute. I feel that type of energy, if they didn't have to think about, how they look to you and just showed themselves authentically to you and was showing their real feelings for you, they would do it very quickly and they would devote a lot of their time and attention. But I think this person is afraid of putting in more effort than the other person because maybe they found themselves in situations before where they quickly gave their all to a person, but that person just took advantage of their heart or just took from them but never gave back to them. So I think they're trying to look for a connection with someone that is more reciprocal than that. So spirit guides of pile number 1, why are they holding back? We have the Ace of Swords. It's their own mind. I think they're in their head a lot. They overthink a lot, and it kind of causes more problems than it should. Because, like I said, this person really wants you. I mean, the Nine of Cups is here, which is about wish fulfillment, and the Lovers is at the back of the deck. So I feel like this person really cares for you. They want you. They want this. But it's almost like their own mind is their own self-sabotager because they start to overthink things. They start to get in their head like, what if this person doesn't like me as much as I like them? They start to think about problems that don't even exist. Like, what if I give my all to this person and then there's this problem in the future? It's like they kind of, they're in their own head. That's holding them back. And I don't think they do this intentionally. But it's almost like, let's say they're having a good time with you and they're spending time with you and it's a good time. And, you two are having conversations and it's just flowing and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. But then a few minutes later, they're just starting to overthink and they're just starting to be in their head where they're not even speaking to you anymore. And they're just sitting there quietly and you're wondering, why is this shift in energy here? Like, what happened? Did I do something to upset you? But then this person's just overthinking about the future and about what if this happens, or what if this happens, or what if this problem happens, or what if I can't trust this person? Whatever it is, it's their fears that hold them back. And I don't think they do it intentionally, like I said, but they want something here, but then that kind of holds them back. This is making me sad because I feel like this person really wants this connection. Why do they have to overthink so much? Why are they overthinking so much? We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Judgment card. We have the Sun. We have the Hierophant. I feel heartbreak in my heart chakra. It leads back to past heartbreaks. And I usually see this energy as like our mind trying to protect us by bringing up those things that happened a long time ago and saying, don't forget what they did to us. Like, what Spirit is showing me, this is a bad example, but let's say somebody has been robbed. The past, Six of Cups. Let's say somebody has been robbed and now they sleep with a gun under their bed. So this is Eight of Cups, strength. Now they sleep with a gun under their pillow because they've been robbed. And now every time they hear a little noise, they're like getting their gun out of their bed and they're afraid that they're getting robbed again. So I'm kind of seeing a situation like that where this person's trapped in their own fears because of the past, because of their memories, because of their heartbreak from the past. And I think it's a lesson for them here with the Hierophant to not let the past kind of affect a happy moment right now. Because what Spirit is showing me as a metaphor is, let's say the sun is shining, it's a very good moment, and it's a birthday party. We're at a birthday party and we're having a very nice event. Music is playing, everybody's getting along, everybody's just vibing well. People brought presents, the cake looks beautiful, and now we're starting to worry, what if it starts raining? What if it starts raining? But meanwhile, it's sunny right now. It's kind of like that energy of everything's going well and perfect, everything's perfect, but now I'm worried something's off. Now I'm worried that something bad happens because now everything is too perfect, that it's making me worry about what could happen, what problems could arise. And now I'm trying to get ready for these problems, to fight and tackle these problems when there's no problems even in front of us. So it's almost like this person makes up problems in their own mind because things are too perfect, because things are too good, um, because things are too peaceful. And it's nothing on your part, so don't take it personal. But what I want to say here, coming from a person that has experienced this, if you're in a lot of toxic connections, or if you're in connections with people and you start to feel like you can't trust people, um, when you get into a relationship with somebody that's trustworthy, your mind still has that paranoia because you've been with somebody that was untrustworthy. And even though that person's trustworthy, it's still like your mind plays tricks on you and is like, what if they're not really trustworthy? What if you just trust them, but they're not really trustworthy? And so I saw the angel number 555 again. So this is going to change, but that's just my experience. Even getting out of toxic relationships, when you get into a healthy one and there's peace, your mind starts to overthink because your nervous system and your mind is so used to those challenges and those problems and that toxicity, that when things are going great, it's like your mind starts to fear the worst possible outcome because you're enjoying this good moment so much that you almost fear something destroys this good moment, if that makes sense. And I think that's this person's lesson here, to try and overcome these fears that hold them back from really enjoying a good moment with you, because they are really happy here with the sun, but it's like, when we've been through challenges our whole life and then we start to expect everything to be hard and challenging, that's kind of the energy I'm feeling. When everybody leaves and then you start expecting everybody to leave, that's what I'm getting from the Eight of Cups too. This person definitely has an abandonment wound. I don't know who left them or if it was multiple people, but it's like this person didn't expect that person to leave. And now they have this insecurity and pain and shame around, like, everyone leaves. Even if they say they're not going to, everyone leaves. So who can I trust? So next we have the Four of Cups. Next we have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Hermit, the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and Justice. At the back of the deck, we have the Four of Wands again. So I keep seeing that this person's truly committed to you, even if you haven't made that commitment yet. They're honest, they're loyal, they have those morals. But I see someone as well in their life speaking to them. This could be a coworker, this could be a friend, this could be a sibling, a family member, whatever it is. I see someone in their life speaking to them, saying things to them that are unhelpful in a way. So what Spirit is showing me was an experience I had where, when you have people in your life that love you, but then somebody in your life has so much trust issues that they've been effed over so many times that they start projecting that onto you, and they're like, no, you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. Everybody's going to F you over. You shouldn't give your all to people because they're just going to F you over. I feel somebody in this person's life that is ultra paranoid, more paranoid than this person is, and is like projecting their own issues onto this person. And I've seen people like this before in my life. Like, my own stepmother always told me, never trust a man, old men cheat. And this created this thing for me where I never trusted men, even when there was a good man in my life, like for example with my boyfriend, that I still struggle trusting men because of those things that were planted in my mind. And it's like, it's not helpful at the end of the day, especially when you have somebody that's honest, that's loyal, that's trustworthy, and then somebody else is telling you not to trust that person. And on top of that, your fears are telling you the worst. And now your mind is just all over the place, running around like a headless chicken, and you're just fearing the worst possible outcome, even though the worst possible outcome isn't happening right now. It's so confusing. I feel like whoever this is just making the situation so much worse, that this person is now starting to listen to their own fears, and it's holding them back even more, where now they're looking at the happy moments and they're trying to find negatives in the situation to try tackle challenges that may come, even though there's no challenges happening right now. So I feel like this person, how do you explain this energy? Whoever this person is, they're making the situation worse, like I said, but it's like this person's just reacting too quickly to their own fears and not thinking things through in a logical way and grounding themselves and thinking, is this true? Is there proof to this thought I have? They're not trying to ground themselves. They're just reacting to their thoughts very quickly and reacting to what this person says very quickly, that it makes them feel like they have to be alone, like they can't trust anybody. It makes them feel like, if I let somebody in, they're gonna hurt me. So I have to isolate myself and not open up to anybody because everybody's going to fuck me over, like this person says. So it's just a complicated, messy situation where their fears are holding them back, but then there's also a person in their life making the situation even worse. So let me know in the comments if you know who this person is. But yeah, this is what I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated and was helpful and helped you understand this person better. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this fairy crystal and the Dreams of Gaia tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at why are they holding back for the person on your mind. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So we're just going to use tarot for your reading today. Let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So I'm hearing a song. I think it's Drake, but I'm not really sure. But it's like, remember when, remember when, remember when. So I think this person, what holds them back is they're remembering certain things you did in the past that are from a long time ago that you've already resolved. So what Spirit is showing me is, when someone did something to you 6 years ago and you already spoke about it, you already fixed things there, you've never done that to them again, but then now they go and pick a fight with you about that thing you did 6 years ago. So Spirit is showing me this person sometimes, it's like they keep track of things you've done so long ago where you're no longer even doing that thing anymore because you already spoke about it and this person said it hurt them or it upset them. So you stop doing that out of like care for their emotions. But now it's like they still want to bring it up. They still want to think about the things you did so long ago. So we have Journey, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have Thought. Yeah, this confirms what I said here. It's like this person holds on to things you did in the past, that they start thinking about those things, and it's like they get stuck in a thought loop of thinking about this and ruminating about the things you've done in the past. And even if you're not doing it anymore, it's created this breach of trust, I'm hearing, where they feel as though they no longer fully trust you, where they're scared of you doing the same thing again, even if you haven't done it for a long time. So I feel like when this person thinks back to the things that were done a long time ago that weren't the best, they start feeling stuck, and they start feeling like, this person hurt me way back then. Look at the blood here. Like, this person hurt me way back then. I thought I was over it with emotions here, but maybe I'm not. And I think about how they hurt me, and it cut deep, and I still feel it even though it's not happening anymore. But I need time to get over this. But how much time do you need, like, if this was years ago? It doesn't have to be years ago, but it's giving me that feeling of like, it happened so long ago, I thought we resolved something, but clearly not. Clearly you're still hurt over this, but you don't want to admit it. Not you, this person's energy. So yeah, I don't know. This person's still feeling some type of way about it, and I don't blame them. I see their side of it, and I also see your side of it. But I also feel as though this person is holding on to things that aren't really necessary anymore. Like, I empathize that this person may still feel some type of way about that situation, and that's okay. Like, they need to go within and feel those emotions and release those emotions and not hold on to it. But if they're really having this much trouble forgiving you for past mistakes or past things you did wrong, even though you've already grown, then what is the point? I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let me pull the cards. But to me, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, because I feel like, you're kind of proving to this person that you want to grow, you want to change whatever it is you did to hurt them. But now they're still stuck on that. We have the card Destiny. We have the Four of Swords. The Eight of Cups. This person feels as though they are meant to be with you, as though you two were meant to meet. And they feel like they're learning a lot of lessons in this connection. But at the same time, this felt like such a fated, beautiful soul connection. But at the same time, when this person looks at the things you did to them, they feel as though if this wasn't such a beautiful connection that they felt spiritually inclined to stay in, they would have left a long time ago, with the Eight of Cups at the back of the deck. And please don't shoot the messenger. This is just their perception, their feelings. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just being honest with what I see here. So whatever you did, I don't know what you did to this person to hurt them, but they feel as though if it was anybody else, I would have left a long time ago. And I feel as though maybe I don't know my worth by staying in this, because this person feels as though you two are soulmates or something like that. Like, you two were meant to meet, you two were destined to be together. But they feel as though even though you two could be soulmates, do they really know their worth if they stayed so long in a connection where somebody was doing this thing to them, whatever it is? And I feel like that's the thing they have a hard time getting over, the fact that they stayed when maybe they should have just left. And I think this person is starting to question why they stayed and why they didn't just leave, and why they had to give you a chance and try to see where things went in the future and try to give you time to, fix whatever the situation was. But now it seems like you've gotten time to fix this. maybe you fix this, maybe you haven't, but I feel like most of you have worked through this issue and you're trying not to do this thing or this behavior again because you know it hurts them. And things are going well in your connection, but now this person is still holding back because they're holding on to that past hurt that you've put onto them, where they're struggling to forgive you, where they're struggling to let go of it. Even though it's no longer happening right now, they're struggling to heal from it and let go of it. And it's no longer a you issue, it's a them issue, I hear. Because the thing is, if you're no longer doing this behavior and they're struggling to forgive you, then why are they in this relationship? And please, like, again, don't shoot the messenger, but I'm just being honest with my opinion on how I'm seeing these cards. My opinion could be wrong. I don't know you. I don't know them. I've never been in your relationship. But in my perspective, if you can't forgive a person for something they did a long time ago and you didn't leave, then why are you still in that connection? Because now you're holding on to past resentment and it's affecting you. This person's holding on to past resentment and it's affecting you, and they're unable to forgive you or let go of the past. So then why did they stay in this connection in the first place if they knew they wouldn't be able to get over this? So that's my take on this, but I could be wrong. I'm still human. I could have a flawed perception, but that's my opinion, not what I'm seeing from the cards. It just makes me feel some type of way because I feel like this person does love you, but then they're still holding on to things from the past as if it's still happening, but it's not. We have the father. This person could have a father wound that still affects them to this day. We have desire. Maybe their father wound is affecting this connection. We have intuition. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And we have abundance. I heard a car beep, so maybe this person's trying to like hurry up to come to a conclusion, because usually when we like hoot a car, like we're trying to get somebody in front of us to go quickly. So I feel like this person's trying to make a decision quickly and try to think things through quickly and kind of like speed up the process of what they want to do next. Because I feel like this person does feel bad that they feel this way. They don't want to feel this way. Like, they know logically this happened a long time ago. But they can't help the way they feel, that they still haven't gotten over these things that happened in the past, these issues from the past. And it's like, although they do love you and they have such strong feelings for you, they don't know how long they can stay in this connection or how stable or healthy this connection could be if they're still holding on to past things. And I don't know if you're still holding on to past regrets, or if this person's holding on to past regrets, but there's something about past regrets coming through. I'm hearing past regrets. But I feel like what your spirit guides are telling you is, maybe you already intuitively knew this with the intuition card, but maybe you just wanted confirmation, like with the things I'm saying. Or maybe with the intuition card, your intuition brought something up to you in the form of a thought, since it's opposite the thought card, of like, maybe they're holding back because of this. And maybe this card is kind of confirming whatever your intuition told you. It could be different for all of you. That thought you had was true, okay? Okay, this is gonna sound a little bit backwards, but they never thought you would change this behavior. And I think this person had a very unhealthy, toxic dynamic with their own father, or had a father figure never be there for them, or never show up for them, or neglect them. Whatever it was, like they didn't have a good relationship with their father. And that led them to creating dysfunctional connections within their romantic connections, where they subconsciously looked for people that were similar to how their father was, regardless of this person's gender. this person kind of subconsciously looked for people that kind of acted in a similar way, that neglects them, that abandons them, whatever it is, however their father treated them. It's like they subconsciously look for those traits in a partner. And I feel like they experienced something with you that was maybe a little bit unhealthy at first, whatever this issue was. Even if your connection was healthy, maybe there was just a big issue here. And it's almost like this person has this backwards subconscious way of thinking of, I never expected you to change this behavior, and I expected you to stay the same. And now that you've changed this behavior, how do I explain this energy? It's almost like this person desires problems. Because they've never had peace with their connection with their father, they desire, their father's attention, their father's love. It's their inner child calling out for that. They desire that. But because they've only had that dysfunctional relationship with their father or mother, they now seek dysfunctional relationships. They now seek problems. They now seek anger. They now seek, and this is all subconscious. It's not like they're consciously saying, oh, I desire a toxic relationship or I desire problems in my connections. But it's like they're trying to look for problems where they don't exist. They're trying to create problems where they don't exist. But this is all subconscious. It's not like I'm doing this on purpose. Do you get what I mean? And as I'm in this person's energy, I feel that. It's like it's been too peaceful for a while, and I'm so used to dysfunctional relationships. So now I'm looking to create problems. I'm looking to put us back in the same place we were before, because now there's too much peace with the Four of Swords. So I feel like what's really holding them back are their own wounds that they haven't fully healed, that they haven't fully grown from, where they haven't fully understood what they're learning here on their journey. I also think that sometimes I think this person's quite spiritual, or they're quite open-minded to spirituality. I think that sometimes this person confuses fears and thoughts in their mind with their intuition. So let's say, for example, this person has a thought in their mind like, this person hasn't replied to me for 12 hours. Did they get into a car accident? And now they're starting to worry, like, did this person actually get into a car accident? But it's just a thought they have, and now they're confusing it for their intuition. So that's what I'm also getting here, which is holding them back. That's just an example of the energy, but take it how it resonates. This person doesn't know how to differentiate between gut feelings and thoughts. And it's almost like they expect someone to do something wrong to them. Like if someone's being kind to them, it creates this inner confusion for them. It's almost like they expect people to be mean or nasty to them, or they expect people to do them wrong, because they've experienced that so much within their life that anything but that isn't normal to them, because what they've experienced in life has become normal to them, that dysfunctional energy, that they just haven't grown out of that. And they need to become used to this new normal of healthy. Healthy is good. Kindness is good. It's not that they want people to be mean to them, but it's like if somebody's being kind to them, it's almost like they don't believe it in their mind. Like, am I being pranked right now? Let's say you say to this person, you're so beautiful today, or you're so handsome today. It's almost like this defense mechanism of like, are you lying? Are you lying to me? Are you pranking me? Like, I don't know. I just feel that energy. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope it makes sense. I think this person just needs time to figure things out, to think about their emotions, feel things through. I think that they're at this point in their life where they need to grow past this, where they need to learn to let go. I think this person holds on to issues from the past and has trouble letting go of it. And I think this is something that's part of their journey that they're meant to grow from, to gain more emotional intelligence. And I think what you need to do is speak to this person, ask them, are you okay? Like, you know, is everything fine between us? Like, speak to them, ask them, are you okay? And, you know, if they tell you about this, just have an understanding towards them, because I think they're not doing this intentionally, but I think they hold on to problems from the past because maybe they're also at the same time scared it happens again, that it's almost like they hold on to it. So the emotion intellect card, King of Swords, Three of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. Yeah, like I feel like this person gets angry about things that happened a long time ago. And I think this person has this thing with their inner child where they didn't stand up for themselves in situations where maybe they were supposed to. And I think this person's in that phase of their healing journey where they need to let go of that emotional baggage from the past, but they're still carrying it around their back. I'm hearing that song Bag Lady by Erica Badu, and I feel anger rising to the surface, right? And this is not bad. This is part of their healing journey. Anger that they have not processed, emotions that they have not processed, that they thought they were over, that they thought they got over, but they're not. That's the thing. And it's creating problems in their relationships right now where they need to allow that anger to surface and become comfortable with that emotion, because I feel like this person is uncomfortable feeling the emotion of anger. And that's also why they haven't stood up for themselves in their life, because they didn't want to be seen as like an angry person. But the thing is, I think this person's coming to a point in their healing journey where they need to feel that to heal it. They need to feel it to let go, because I feel like they have a lot of repressed anger where, you know, like that thought comes to the surface of, remember when this person did this to you? And now all of a sudden they're angry about it because they never felt that anger before in the past when it happened, because they stuffed it down and pushed it down and told themselves, you know, I'm okay, I'll deal with it. But it's like they tried to be strong in the moment by not feeling it. And now it's coming back up to the surface because it was unprocessed. And I feel that's the situation here. This person needs time to process unprocessed emotions. That's basically what I see. And like past versions of themselves, they're kind of like healing and battling from. So I feel your advice here from Spirit is to have compassion for them. Show them that you're there for them. Show them that you understand. But also don't allow them to bring up past issues if you're no longer doing that, because that's also not fair to you. So let's say they want to pick a fight with you about something you did 6 years ago. That's just an exaggerated thing, but an example. Call them out on it. Say, like, I did this 6 years ago. Why are you bringing this up now? You know, I've changed this behavior. Why are you bringing this up now? Do you still feel some type of way about it? Ask them that. But I feel like that's the reason why they're holding back. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that this gave you clarity and helped you understand this person better. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Thunder Egg Crystal and the Light Seers Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at why are they holding back for the person on your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So I feel like this person holds back with communication. That's what I'm hearing. Because I feel like this person sometimes wants to say something to you, but doesn't want to like look awkward or say the wrong thing. I just feel like they have trouble expressing themselves and their voice and their true opinions on things out of like a fear of looking stupid or awkward or, saying something in the wrong way. Um, Also, I feel like this person has trouble speaking up for themselves and setting boundaries and saying what's truly on their mind and also expressing their emotions to others. So, spirit guides of pile number 3, why are they holding back? Why is the person on their mind holding back? So, we have the 8 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands reversed. We have the 6 of Cups reversed. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. And we have the 2 of Swords reversed. I also do see that this person could have some form of commitment issues. If you resonate with that, then this is definitely your pile. If it's not commitment issues, it's like trouble making decisions. Because there's too many decisions that they don't know which decision to make. So let's say, for example, you want this person to plan a date. But then there's too many restaurants and they don't know which one you'd like. Then they don't end up doing that because they're scared that what if you don't like the place they choose? And then you ask them, they ask you and maybe you're like, I want you to choose, but then they don't know what to choose. So indecisiveness kind of holds them back, not knowing what they want. And also not knowing what you want, not knowing if they are truly what you want. Okay, so maybe they're scared that like, what if you don't really know what you want? What if you're not really in love with them and you're kind of just leading them on? So there's kind of like a thought there of that, like, what if you don't know what you want? And I think that this person doesn't really truly know what they want either when it comes to love. So if they do have relationship like kind of fears or being afraid of commitment, there is a feeling here of them being scared to commit to a person because what if I feel like this person has like this fear of like, what if I commit to a person and then end up getting to know them more and feeling like, oh, I actually can't be with this person, or this is actually not what I want, and then it's too late. Like they don't want to hurt anybody. So I don't feel like this is a player or somebody that has bad intentions so far, but I feel like they don't want to hurt anybody or lead anybody on. But then it's like, what if I start to get to know you more and then I actually end up realizing that this is not what I want? So I just feel like this person has closed off their heart chakra. Their heart chakra is closed off, and I feel like they don't trust themselves. They can be very wishy-washy. And maybe that's the reason why they don't trust themselves, because one day they think like this, then the next day they think the opposite way. Or one day they want this, then the next day they want the opposite thing. And so I feel like this person doesn't really trust themselves to make a decision here. They don't really trust their own judgment. And I don't know why, but that's what I'm seeing. This is a recurring issue that has been kind of playing out as a theme, as a pattern within their relationships, not just with you. I also feel like this person sometimes feels stuck, feels like they don't know what to do next, feels like they don't know what to say. Like sometimes they have a conversation with you and they don't know what to say. And so they kind of hold back a little bit from having conversations with you. When they go really quiet, that's the reason why, because sometimes they don't know what to say. They don't know how to start a conversation or how to keep a conversation going. And they're sometimes scared that what if a person finds them boring, that they stop themselves from communicating, or what if this person thinks, like I'm dumb or stupid. Like I feel like this person's perception of self, or maybe things they were bullied about or things that they were told, kind of affects them still to this day when it comes to their communication. Like, let's say one day they said something and someone was like, oh, you're so dumb, and now they believe that about themselves. Or let's say they were talking to a person and somebody said, oh, you're so boring, and now they believe that about themselves. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be that, but like those are examples Spirit's bringing to me where it holds them back in their relationships and communication with people, where they don't say what's really on their mind, because out of like a fear of, what if this person thinks I'm stupid or dumb or whatever it is. I also think this person avoids conflict and says I'm fine even if they're not really fine. And I feel like they run away from conflict. So let's say you want to communicate an issue with this person. It's like, I see this person kind of shutting it down and saying, it doesn't matter, I'm over it, like I'm okay, like and maybe even will lash out for some of you if you keep asking about it, like keep asking to talk about it. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I said I don't want to speak about it. So why do you keep wanting to speak about it? But what this person doesn't get is you're trying to communicate something through and have understanding on both sides. You're not trying to fight with them or cause drama. But I feel like this person thinks that they're wanting to stay out of drama, but then they actually avoid conflict. And I think that although this person doesn't want drama and doesn't want to like make a big deal out of small things, sometimes we have to communicate that through so that the other person can understand how we feel about that situation, so that they can understand us more. But when we push that down and we stop ourselves from saying how we truly feel or what's truly on our mind because we don't want to make a small thing a big deal, we're actually pushing a person away from getting to understand us on a deeper level and being vulnerable and open. And conflicts don't always have to be bad. They can lead to resolutions. And I'm not saying we're going to go fight with each other or shout at each other or anything like that, but at least talk it through and say what you're feeling in the moment. And I feel like this person has trouble connecting or tapping into their feelings, or even just like speaking about their feelings or speaking about what's truly on their mind. So we have the Eight of Cups, but then it came out reversed, but then it fell on the floor like this. So I'm going to read both meanings. Yeah, I still feel that wishy-washy energy of like, I don't truly know what I want. Maybe one day I'm hot, the next day I'm cold. Maybe one day I'm super affectionate and loving, the next day I'm cold and like distant. It's because this person doesn't know what they want. And I'm going to be honest here. Actually, let me just pull a clarify card. Let me not get ahead of myself. Page of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Lover's reverse at the back of the deck. Definitely commitment issues here. Okay, I'm going to be honest here with what I see. I think that when things get hard in a connection or when things get challenging, it's like this person almost just wants to leave or run away. And I feel as though this person sometimes expects relationships to be, sunshine and rainbows. They expect it to be full of passion all the time and full of chemistry all the time. But there's going to be moments in your connection where, it's, how do I explain this? When you're in a long-term connection, you're not always going to be like passionate and hands all over each other and sexual all the time. There's going to be moments where you're just like being comfortable and being yourself. You know what I mean? There's going to be moments where you don't want to be in the bedroom, but maybe just want to talk. And I feel like this person has the wrong expectation about relationships. They expect relationships to be like the honeymoon period all the time. But that's not what relationships truly are. Relationships truly are choosing a person even through thick and thin. And when I say thick and thin, I don't mean cheating or disrespect or anything like that, but I mean like through the highs and lows of any relationship, because every relationship has its own set of challenges and nothing is perfect. No one's perfect. So I think this person doesn't understand what relationships are truly about and doesn't understand what it means to truly stick by someone's side even through the hard moments. And it's like whenever there's a hard moment, it's like they want to leave. Whenever they have to put in a lot of effort to the point where they don't want to put in that effort, then they want to leave. And I feel like this person doesn't truly know what they want. They don't know if they want a relationship or not, because maybe what was expected and what they have with you are two totally different things, that when they see those expectations they have aren't being met, which I think their expectations are unrealistic, it's like then they want to leave, but then they stop themselves from leaving because maybe they think, okay, like I truly do care for this person, I don't want to hurt this person. But then also at the same time, they don't know if they want to be in this connection. So it's kind of like they're staying even though they don't truly know what they want. And please don't come for me. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just being honest with what I see. If you don't agree with this and this doesn't sound like your relationship, then please pick a different pile. But, you know, this is just the truth of what I'm seeing here. This person doesn't know what they truly want, and that is why they're holding back. Again, this person is not a bad person. They don't want to hurt you. They're not a player. That's not what I see. I just see they have trouble committing. They have trouble knowing what they want. And they don't want to string you along. But at the same time, they also don't want to hurt you by leaving. So, and don't get me wrong, it's not all the time that they feel like this. Sometimes they feel really happy and fulfilled in this connection, but then when things get really hard, or when things are just like not as passionate as they used to be when it was in the honeymoon period, it's like this person feels like leaving. But it's because they have this unrealistic expectation of what a relationship looks like that. And this has happened throughout many relationships in their life, where I feel like maybe they just moved on to the next person, and then things were good at first, things were fun, but then now that things are not fun anymore, now we have to put in hard work into, maintaining this connection. It's like now this person wants to leave. Now this person wants to run away. And with temperance here, maybe they struggle with patience. Maybe they struggle with like, how to explain this energy, spirit? I just want to get the right words to use. So, when you get an idea for work, for example, I'm going to use a work example. Let's say you get an amazing creative idea, and that idea is so amazing, and we're daydreaming about it, and we're like, oh, this is going to be so cool to try. And we try it the first day. We have so much motivation and drive to do this. Second day, we try it. We have so much motivation, so much passion. Third day comes and we're tired. And now we've lost the passion and the motivation to follow through on this goal we had. Because now it's no longer fun. Now we have to really put in the work and really be patient, because Rome wasn't built in a day. And now it's like we don't feel like doing this, but we have to force ourselves to do this. So that's kind of how Spirit is describing it to me with this person. It's like they expect every moment to be full of passion and joy and to be fun. But then some moments in relationships, we really have to put in the hard work. We really have to kind of like put in effort, even if we don't feel like doing it. And that's where this person lacks the sort of discipline to follow through, where it's like it's not fun anymore. Now I'm thinking of leaving because it's not fun anymore. Now I'm thinking of giving up on this project because it's not fun anymore. But I feel like this person has trouble finishing things. Like they're so motivated when they start, even in their career, but they have trouble finishing things and following things through and keeping promises. And I feel like, sometimes in your relationship, you've probably done little things that unintentionally hurt each other. And it's almost like when those things happen, this person's not okay, but then they're pretending that they're okay, but then they don't want to talk about it. And like, how are we going to fix this issue if we don't speak about it? You know what I mean? So I feel like, I don't know, this person's confusing. Spirit is also showing me sometimes they use this against you. So this is not for everybody, but for someone here, where let's say you have a problem arise in your connection. And then this person's like, this is why I don't want to, make you my boyfriend or girlfriend, because, we always have problems like this arise. And then they kind of use it against you. But because it's their own commitment issues, but then now that a problem is arising in your connection, which is completely normal, it's now like they want to use it against you and say, this is why I don't want to give you a relationship, which is so not okay. But I also feel like that's affecting your connection, where maybe you're not trusting this person or trusting their word anymore, because they say that they want to give you commitment, but now that a problem arises, it's like they use it against you and say, now this is why I don't want to give it to you. And now it kind of makes you feel like you promised this, but now you're not following through on it and you're using this lame excuse. So now I don't really know whether to trust your word. When you say you're going to give me something, I don't know if you're truly going to give it to me or not. So I feel like there's like this feeling of like, I can't fully trust your word or the things you say, because you don't follow through on the things you say. You just say it, but you don't follow through with your actions. And I feel like that's your perspective. And you want a long-term commitment. You want a long-term connection with the 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. But this person doesn't know what they want. 4 of Swords reversed. 6 of Swords reversed. I think this person's afraid of change. Because, if they truly had to commit to you, things would change in their life. And I think for them, they're not really fearing commitment, but they're fearing things falling apart. Like, what if I change everything? Take you home to my parents, let you meet my family. My family loves you. And what if things change? We get a house, we make children together, or we get pets together. And now we have this big breakup where now we have to figure out what we're going to do with this home. Now my parents love you and now they're starting to hate you because of something you did to me. So I feel like this person isn't really afraid of commitment. They're afraid of change and what would happen if they were really attached to you. And it makes them feel unsafe. Like the thought of, what if I give my all and like things just come crumbling down? So I think that's what this person's truly afraid of. I don't think they're really afraid of commitment, but they think they're afraid of commitment. So that's how I read it before. But as I'm deeper in the energy, I don't think it's a fear of commitment. I think it's a fear of things falling apart and things changing in your connection. So this is what I have for you. This is what's holding them back. I do hope that this reading resonated and brought clarity and helped you understand this person better. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.